Don't forget to hit up Rose NBA on Twitter. This man will grind it out for you. He'll do your spotlight sims and your 12 and O's. Whatever you need, he's got it.
What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today on schedule we have a Miami Heat offseason realistic rebuild. As you guys know, we literally just did a Kawhi one, but today, since the Miami Heat were eliminated by the Milwaukee Bucks officially, there's going to be another one here having to do with the offseason realistic rebuild series. And this time we will not be getting Kawhi Leonard in this video. So a little bit of a different Miami Heat rebuild. I said the other day that you Miami Heat fans were spoiled because there was going to be two happening close together. So here we are with the Miami Heat one. And then tomorrow I imagine we'll probably see a Wizards one, assuming they get eliminated today by Philadelphia, but we'll see. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, if you don't subscribe, man, I'm going to hit you with this dangerous weapon right here, okay? So might want to think about that. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and rebuild the Miami Heat in this offseason realistic rebuild. Super late, so I couldn't really record it, and I didn't want to upload it while the playoffs were going on. So I just chalked and said, you know what, I'll just upload it tomorrow, take the day off today. So here I am today with this Miami Heat one. So a little bit of a different approach today, because as you guys know, in the Kawhi one, I traded a lot of Miami Heat's roster for Kawhi Leonard, but this time we won't be doing that, because I believe the Miami Heat are going to have a little bit of cap space. Oladipo going down makes me think that Oladipo might re-sign with Miami, but it's not going to be for what he wants, right? It's just not going to happen, I don't think, anyway. At least you would imagine so. So, as far as the staff is concerned, I'm not too keen on changing anything. I think Eric Spoelstra's job is safe, I imagine. So, we'll just sign a new trainer and be fine with that. And then we'll go to the draft. I believe the Miami Heat don't have a first-round pick. If I'm not mistaken, they do not. Because I believe it goes to the Nets, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But as far as player options are concerned, as we all know, Tyler Herro, Goran Dragic making 19 million, Iguodala making 15 million. I think Goran Dragic, they could decline it and then re-sign him to like a different deal kind of thing, or wait till obviously they already made their free agency moves, and then I imagine Goran Dragic would re-sign with Miami. That's how I think it would go down anyway, but I could be wrong. Tyler Herro, man, obviously this guy's kind of a meme right now. He's been disappointing. Ever since the NBA bubble, he kind of like went on a celebrity thing, and then now he kind of sucks in the NBA. But you know, if maybe he bounces back, who knows? Qualifying offers Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson are two guys I imagine Miami would love to have back. And then free agency is upon us, of course. So I imagine in free agency, Oladipo would be a guy they would want to get. Kawhi Leonard is somebody they're gonna try to get, but it's not gonna happen. Chris Paul is probably going to stay with Phoenix, and the Phoenix Suns evened it up yesterday. But Chris Paul, I think, is like a $40 million player option. I imagine he's not going to decline it. So the most realistic option I think Miami could get, I guess there's a DeMar DeRozan possibility, but then again, like, bro, it just wouldn't work. I'm sorry. In today's league, it would not work. You'd have DeMar, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, all three guys in the starting five that would not be able to shoot threes that much. The spacing would just be absolutely terrible, and Miami could just leave shooters open as far as DeMar and Jimmy Butler are concerned. So, like, I just don't think it would work, but hey, I could be wrong. So I don't think DeMar DeRozan is a good idea for Miami, just because they don't have the best shooting there as it is. With Jimmy Butler in the starting five, obviously he's not the best three-point shooter out in the world. So DeMar DeRozan's cool and all, but still think it'd work. The most realistic option I think for Miami that's going to happen is, I guess, Mike Conley is a possibility as well, but I'm not going to rule that one out. I believe he probably will resign with Utah, depending on how Utah does in the playoffs. But I think this one's the most realistic option. I think they get a guy like Kyle Lowry. I think that's what's going to happen anyway. That's what my belief is, that Kyle Lowry comes to Miami, just because I feel like he'd be like a great fit. Miami needs a point guard anyway, so I think Kyle Lowry would make a ton of sense here in Miami. So I believe it would happen via sign-and trade in a way, because I think Toronto would want to get as much as they can for Kyle Lowry, just not let him walk for nothing. So I'm going to give Kyle Lowry a 3-year deal. Give him like 24 million just to kind of entice him even more. And Kyle Lowry makes a ton of sense to me. So with that being said, we do have to renounce Goran Dragic, I thought. So yep, so that makes sense. We do have to renounce Oladipo as well, which honestly I don't want to do, but and then Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson. But I think Kyle Lowry probably comes to Miami via sign and trade or something along the lines of that. And then Kendrick Nunn's getting an offer, which we will re-sign that. So, and then of course making sure we got all that. Okay, boom. So with that all being done, how much cap space does that leave us? Because, you know, I think Victor Oladipo could come back as well, which it is still going to let me get him back. I just don't think it'll be for this kind of money, to be honest with you. I don't think he'll get this kind of money. I think if Miami was going to do something, it'd be like a 1-year team option kind of thing, just because you don't want to give Oladipo long-term money, because his injury history has not looked good in the past 2 years. So I'd probably give him like a 1-year team option kind of thing. If he wants to come over here for that, he's more than welcome to. So we got Victor Oladipo back, and then of course you wait for guys like Duncan Robinson to come back as well. So with that being said, this is what our starting five is going to look like now. So we're going to have Oladipo and Kyle Lowry in the backcourt. Then you got Kendrick Nunn as well. Then you have Tyler Herro, Victor Oladipo, Jimmy Butler at the 3. No power forward right now. Then you got Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo, Precious Achiuwa, and then like I said, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, Oladipo. So I like that. And then Duncan Robinson coming back would be like a backup. He might be out of starting 5 at that point, unless you want to, play Jimmy Butler at the 4 and then Victor Oladipo at the 3. But then you're kind of getting a little thin, but we'll see. So I think Duncan Robinson is somebody we're going to want back. But power forward spot is definitely a huge hole for us still. And the best power forward out here is Doug McDermott, which really isn't the most ideal thing in the world. So probably going to have to make some kind of trade in order to change that, because that's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is probably make some trade for a power forward. If I can find a way to pull one off, that would be great, just because I don't love our power forward situation right now. Honestly, the best option would be like Nicholas Batum, who would make a ton of sense here. But let me see if I can do something different other than just signing Batum, because I tend to do that a lot. Let me see what I can do. A trade, but something I did find interesting that I didn't even think about before is like a guy like Rudy Gay could be interesting here. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. 35 years old, obviously, so he is a veteran, but he still did look good in San Antonio. And I think Rudy Gay used to play in Miami, if I'm not mistaken, for like 1 year. I think he stopped there, didn't he? Or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Maybe that was actually, I think that was Joe Johnson. Never mind. So I don't know why I thought I got those guys confused, but Rudy Gay coming back, or coming to Miami, not coming back anyway. So we'll wait on Duncan Robinson to come back, of course, because we can kind of use him. And is there any like we could sign like Ariza to a 1-year deal, because he was just here. Why not? You can never have enough 3-and-D wings. So Duncan Robinson comes back. Player progression, we got that going for us, all looking good. And then let's go to training camps and give some untapped potential away. And we'll be ready for this next season. I'm actually really excited to see how this Miami team is going to do with Kyle Lowry in the mix. So that's who I think the most realistic option for Miami is anyway. I know some of you guys will think Kawhi Leonard is out there, but I just don't think that's a thing. I just don't think that's going to happen. But hey, you never know. I'm going to throw Precious Achiuwa some untapped potential, because the man becomes a beast in this game for no reason. And then we'll throw, I guess we can throw Tyler Herro some, just because, like, obviously he needs kind of a bounce back season for us. So this is what our starting 5 would look like right now. We got Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, Rudy Gay, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, Precious Achiuwa, Kendrick Nunn, and Duncan Robinson. So looking very good, if I say so myself. Proficiency wise, we're a 4-star at grit and grind, 4-star at pace and space, and we are a 4-star at balance. I feel like balance is probably the best system to run in this game, unless if you're thinking about 7 seconds. So that is going to be our team for season number 1. I'm excited to see how it's going to go. Obviously, I think we should be a playoff team in the Eastern Conference, but hopefully Bam Adebayo taking a huge step, Jimmy Butler doing the thing he always does, and then a guy like Kyle Lowry, who has a lot of time in this league, will definitely help us out. And we have a lot of good defenders as well, so that's going to help us. So let's go ahead though, guys. Similar to season number 1, and let's see how this Miami Heat roster performs. Kevin Durant finishes the MVP for the Brooklyn Nets. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year on the Houston Rockets. Suggs, 6th man of the Warriors. Ice Defensive Player, most improved Malachi Flynn, and Steve Nash, Coach of the Year. Executive of the Year goes to Cody Toole. Here's your All-NBA first team. You got Luka, Russ, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. All-NBA second team, Trae Young, Harden, Giannis, AD, Jokic. And here's your All-NBA third team. All-Defense first team, All-Defense second team. And we finished as the third seed in the East, as we went 56-26. So we look like a legitimate contender in the Eastern Conference this time around. So as far as player stats are concerned, we had 19 points from Bam Adebayo, 17 from Jimmy Buckets, 15 from Tyler Herro. So honestly, Tyler Herro had a really good bounce back season, shot 45% from 3, which is just bananas. And Precious Achiuwa with 15 as well, because the man is just crazy in this game. Kyle Lowry with 15 and 6 is what we wanted. Oladipo with 14. So Kendrick Nunn with 10 and Rudy Gay with 10 as well. So honestly, very excited about the production we got out of all of our players. And we get to play Philadelphia in the first round, which isn't an ideal matchup. But they did get rid of never mind, they didn't get rid of anyone. I guess Danny Green, Seth Curry, if you want to count those guys. But for the most part, they still have their big 3 with Harris, Embiid, and Ben Simmons. But let's go ahead and still play current round against Philadelphia. And they're up. Okay, we lost in 7 games. I almost wanted to stop that to Simcast, but we lost in 7 in the first round. Bam Adebayo 38-17. Joel Embiid with 30-12. Philadelphia is a good team. It's unfortunate they were the 6th seed, so it is what it is. Similar to the playoffs, and we got Boston and the Mavericks and the Knicks make it to the NBA Finals. Very, very interesting, as the Mavericks beat them in 7 games. You got the Kristaps Porzingis revenge on the New York Knicks, I guess. But as people are saying, it's called the Tim Hardaway trade now. So let's go do the draft lottery, and let's see if we have a pick this time around. I don't remember if we have our draft pick this year or not, and we do. We have the 26th pick in the draft, so I guess that could help out a little bit. As far as our staff is concerned, I'm not keen on firing anybody, so it's just going to go to the NBA draft and see what we can make of it. So the 26th pick, we could probably get somebody good here, I would imagine, but let's see. So at number 26, we got Terrence Shannon, we got Devin Askew, Gene Montero, Jabari Smith Jr., Marcus Bagley. So I probably will draft a power forward here just because our power forward spot is kind of the weakest. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end on that. And to be honest with you, there's a good chance here. We got a Trendon Warford out of the second round as well. Oladipo, I'm probably going to decline. Well, actually, no, I'm probably going to accept it because he's going to be our best option, really. So Jimmy Butler, also a free agent. Very much worried about that. We'll sign these two guys that are qualifying offers. So Jimmy Butler, obviously, is a guy we definitely want back. So I'm going to go ahead and give him his 5-year deal. He is interested, so that's good. Okay, and then Duncan Robinson, of course, we're going to give him like a 3-year deal. So Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, welcome back to Miami. So we got that going for us. And then I imagine we can't sign anybody too crazy in free agency, just making sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. So, and then Kizio Paul's free agent, which we do want him back. But I think for the most part, something that we should kind of take advantage here. So if Precious Achiuwa just went off like that in real life, 15 points off the bench, you might want to take advantage of maybe getting some good value out of him, just because, you know, why not? We could play him at the power forward spot, I know, but I just don't know if Precious and a Bam front court would work all that. You know, Bam isn't the greatest 3-point shooter, so the spacing with Jimmy Butler, Precious Achiuwa, and Bam wouldn't make a ton of sense. So what if we did something like this? What if we just shopped it out there? Precious Achiuwa, Jabari Smith Jr., just because, I mean, Precious just went off, right? So we could maybe get, you know, take advantage of his trade value, really, realistically speaking. So, you know, it's always an option. So let's say we threw instead like Oladipo, who has money attached to him, and Precious Achiuwa, and kind of see what would pop up potentially. Dinwiddie, Bogey, Rudy Gobert, Tyrese Halliburton, Andre Drummond, John Juzang, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart, Kevin Porter Jr., Eric Gordon, Houston Nurkic, Rui Hachimura. Chris Middleton was the most interesting offer, but I don't know if that really helps us any, to be honest with you. Jarrett Allen, Dinwiddie. So yeah, I don't love obviously any of these trades too much, to be honest with you. You know, we could kind of just stay patient with the team. I just kind of wanted to check and kind of see what Precious or what Bam Adebayo or Precious Achiuwa's trade value would be. It is very nice, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it's worth the hassle of trying to trade somebody. But let's go ahead and move Duncan Robinson to small forward. But I feel like we do need to improve the roster in some way, just because we kind of got bounced in the first round. So you don't want to just come back the same, right? So let's wait for, okay, so we're out of moratorium. So let's sign probably Okapala to like a deal. Let's sign him back, and then you probably sign like we have another veteran here that is asking for money. Rudy Gay retired on us, didn't he? He did. So power forward spot is still very, very much weak. So definitely would love to get a power forward here. So I don't know who that would be, but we got to find one. So team intel, one I have at the top of my head is the Pistons finally wanting to trade Jeremy Grant potentially. I don't know if we can make the money work though on that. So let's say we could sign like Jeremy Grant, and we'll trade Willie, who we just signed, Jabari Smith Jr. and KZ Okapala for Jeremy Grant. So you get like a young player for Jeremy Grant, because we need a power forward who can come help us win now. So all this for Jeremy Grant, they accept. Boom, that's what we needed. We really need a power forward. So I love the addition of Jeremy Grant to the team. So Kyle Lowry, Kendrick Nunn, Victor Oladipo, Tyler Harrow, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Jeremy Grant, and Precious Achiuwa, Bam Adebayo. So honestly, that's the best we're gonna get, bro. So if we can't win a championship here with this window, with this roster, we're gonna have to kind of, you know, this Miami Heat team's just gonna have to accept this team is never winning a championship, because this is probably the best you can get it with all the money that you have stacked up. So I like where we're going with this. Hopefully this time around with Jeremy Grant, a new addition, we got even better. We have a lot of good positions now. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And hopefully season number 2, we take advantage of the roster we have and we go ahead and win it all. But you never know with 2K, man. You never know. At the end of this season, we won 2 less games than we did last year, but this time we're a higher seed in the East. Luka's MVP, Chet Holmgren Rookie of the Year. Precious is your 6th man of the year, man. Like I said, man, this guy in 2K is bananas, but I don't know about this in real life. My batteries are low, bro. That's a problem. Giannis Defense Player, Cam Thomas most proven, Doc Rivers Coach of the Year, Kyle Harper is your Executive of the Year. So here's your All NBA First Team, All NBA second team, and here's your All NBA third team. So obviously no Miami Heat players to represent. Jabari Smith went to Detroit and actually made it a team for him. So 11 points per game for them. Nice. Okay, so we're playing the Brooklyn Nets in the first round. Not ideal here, not ideal, but hey, it is what it is. Kyrie Irving, Harden, and Kate. Yeah, they still have that good team. Okay, well, I'm nervous. So look at the player stats. We had 19 from... When Precious Achiuwa is your leading scorer, this is just very odd and bizarre. But hey, it is what it is. So a lot of double-digit scores here. But hopefully, like I said, that we can just honestly go on. If we can at least beat Brooklyn here, I would be happy. So game one, they're up 1-0. No surprise. They beat us by 16 points. Okay, well, might need to shorten the rotation already because I'm nervous because we're playing literally one of the best teams in the East. So we even it up. Nice. Okay, 32-4 from Tyler Herro. Game 3, they're up 2-1. Game 4, they're up 3-1. Yep, that's what's gonna happen to me, isn't it? That's what's gonna happen in this video. So we're probably gonna lose in the first round once again because we are once again matching up against a really good team in the Eastern Conference. We almost lost that game. Let's see if we can maybe force a game 7 here because that would be kind of literally awesome here if we could do that. And nope, we're not going to. We're not going to because we're gonna get absolutely bounced out in the first round. Wow, it is what it is today, bro. I come back and I keep getting matched up against super houses in the Eastern Conference. So love it. You love to see it. Okay, well, I'm gonna simulate one more season with the same roster. This team has been freaking good and I just keep getting the worst luck as far as first round matchups are concerned. So let's just run it back one more time, and if we lose again, I give up. This time we finished as the first seed in the East, man. Let's see if that makes any difference whatsoever. I'm honestly just looking forward to getting out of the first round if possible. So Toronto Raptors, Dylan Hunter, Fred, Kuminga, Siakam, Nafali. Come on, man. We got to get out of the first round sooner or later. And this time we sweep. Let's go, bro. We got out of the first round. Now we can play Detroit, Killian Hayes, Springer, Kawhi. Definitely a tougher matchup. Since somebody current round worked for me last time, I'm going to do it again. And wow, we swept again. Okay. Now I get to play Chicago, who have Levine and Steph in the backcourt. And Nikola Vucevic still. See what happens. Somebody current round. And we beat them in 5 games. Okay. And now I get to play the Sacramento Kings. De'Aaron Fox, Howell Burton, Jones Johnson, Victor. Okay, so this is a very nice young team. But we're better. And one thing I did do, finally, I should have done this earlier, is I boosted... I changed the shot tendencies because Fresh Achiuwa leading the way was just stupid. It just didn't make any sense. So... Fresh Achiuwa, 74 overall, and I boosted Jimmy Butler's shot tendency to the highest I could make it because, bro, the man needs to take more shots, so I don't know if that helped us. And I don't think I fixed the rotation either because it's still an 8-man rotation, so, yeah, Doug Robinson has not been playing, I guess, but whatever. So, here we are playing Sacramento. We don't lose Sacramento, so, wow, we almost did, but hey, we won a championship. So, all those first-round pains got us to a championship, and Jimmy Butler can, retire as a Finals MVP. I believe Jimmy Butler once said upon a time he would only play till he's like 35, but maybe I'm wrong. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely smash that like button if you did. And of course, remember, guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I got this dangerous weapon here that I will throw at you. And then I'll get charged for it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.